Hey, look out. It's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Ezra Ortiz.
I tell you what, we get to talk to some really cool people. About 3 months ago, we talked to a guy named Wally Armstrong, and he had written a book with Ken Blanchard, and it's now a movie, and it's been out. It's getting ready to be released on DVD. And we are, I think we're just blessed to talk to Tanya Christiansen. She's been a part of this movie, and she was also in I Still Believe, which was a great flick as well. In fact, before we went live, I said, Tanya, your IMDb, you're working everywhere all the time. So no doubt you'll see her, but we want to talk about this movie right now. Tanya, how are you?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm great. And you said you were blessed to have me. I was blessed to be asked. So thank you for having me on your show.
Well, where do we begin? You're a Tennessee girl. You reside in Florida. You just told us about being in Atlanta for a minute, and LA. You're traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
What's on your docket? I think I read, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're in a series that's supposed to be released in 2023 or 2022. Are you in a series?
I did just shoot. I don't know I don't know what project.
Yeah.
I did just wrap a little Lifetime movie. I was in Atlanta last week shooting a little series that'll be out in the fall 2023. Okay. So let's see, what could that be? I've got a lot going on out there. Yes, I have a couple episodes of a little something secret up next fall. Yes.
It may have been that. And it's been a couple of weeks since I looked on the IMDb. You say Lifetime movie. Okay. Get ready now. The Lifetime channel, HGTV Lifetime channel, Hallmark channel, always on at the Probst Ranch here. In Atlanta. So we're going to be looking for you, and then I can say, "There's Tanya."
There she is.
There you go.
Also, I'm a guest host at HSN as well, the Home Shopping Network.
Oh, yeah.
Out of St. Pete, Florida. So I have a fall and winter line. So I'm about to kind of kick that up. So fall and winter, I really kind of stay home and work a lot at HSN, and then spring and summer, that enables me to do different projects, just film, television. I do voiceover work, so I take it where I can get it. You got to hustle in this industry.
Well, I mean, what do you not do? I mean, maybe that's a little bit of an easier question.
There's not a lot that I don't. Can you do this? I'm like, yes. If my calendar's free, and it's something I believe in too. So there are a lot of things that I kind of politely decline.
Sure.
Yes.
But for the most part, I just like to work. I like to do all parts of the business. Like I said, I do voiceover work. There's a company out of Tampa, Florida, and they'll call me whenever they need. They do a lot of infomercials in Europe. So if you're ever in Italy and you hear this voice, it's probably mine.
There you go.
I have a little studio in my home, and I just kind of sit on the floor and do all my VOs. And the room that we're in right now, it's just a big blank room. And this is where I'll do my auditions. And I used to have my HSN studio in here, but because of COVID and quarantine, we're actually going back into the studios. I think it's September 1st. So I'll be kind of going back in there.
Well, there you go.
Wow. How about that? Well, we are actually, we haven't been back 100% in the studio for the last couple of years. We're kind of hybrid. So we do some stuff in studio and downtown Buckhead, and then some we do from our home studios. And the guy that's Ezra's filling in for, the co-host, he's usually on the beach, but he had his first grandchild. So he apologizes, but he's missing a great interview. Tanya, let's go ahead and talk about the Mulligan. When you first read for this, what was it that attracted you about this particular film? And let's talk about the release here coming up in just a few weeks, about a week or so.
So soon, about a week. Well, it's interesting because I auditioned, I think it was March of, so COVID was 2020. Was it March of 2020? I think it was right before everything kind of happened, June 2020, something like that. We were supposed to start filming in April, and I drove into Atlanta. I interviewed in this room, and then I got the call back and drove into Atlanta. And I didn't know a terrible amount of it. A lot of times that's how things work. You'll get your sides, which are my audition scenes. I think I had 4 of those, and I put them down. It just seemed really sweet. It was just my scenes. Like I said, I think I auditioned with 4, and it's just a character that I could relate to. She was a mother. estranged from her husband. There were a couple of scenes there. Some were tender, some were kind of sad and emotional. And I thought, I can definitely, this is someone I could play and dive into. I got the call back for it, and I drove to Atlanta, and then I was able to meet with Rick Eldridge, who's the producer, Michael O'Seibel, who directed it, and then Mark Fincannon, who is an amazing casting director right out of Atlanta in North Carolina. He does everything in the Southeast. And I met with all of them. It went really well. Maybe a week went by. They said, you booked it. And then quarantine hit, and it just kept getting postponed. So when I got called that they're ready, let's do this. They're ready to have you. We're ready to film this. I was just, because so many times, the funding falls through, or the lead actor will have to take another project, because we had Eric Close and Pat Boone in there, and I know that was essential.
Right.
But it all worked. It was supposed to happen. It all came together, and we were able to film it. And I lived in Toccoa, Georgia at the Curry Country Club for a month shooting that, and it was just, it's beautiful. I have a strong supporting part, and I got to hang out with Pat Boone for a month, so that was pretty cool.
Now he's a I don't know if Ezra knows who Pat Boone is, but Pat Boone is legendary. How cool is that?
He's amazing. I just spoke with him when I was out in LA. He just got back from, he did a Bible tour through Turkey. I mean, the man is 89 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And well, when we were filming, I would hear his voice in the morning, and I was like, what are you doing? And he woke up, he'd have singing lessons, and he was about to cut a new album with Crystal Gale. His mind is sharp. He's gracious. He truly is a legend. And he's still working every single day at his craft, doing one thing or another. And he's
that is so cool.
That's awesome. That's great. So Tanya, you mentioned a little while ago that you're just so busy. You're doing a lot of different things, and it's so cool to hear what you're doing. You mentioned a little while ago that you really, you whenever there comes a project that kind of resonates with you, or that you feel some sort of special attachment to, that, it's just so easy to say yes. Right. So
Right.
You kind of dived into maybe why you felt that with your particular character in this movie, the Mulligan. What was it about the overall movie? Maybe some of the themes that people can walk away with as they watch this film.
Just like you said, I did resonate with my character, and I think that if you were able to see it when it had its theatrical release in April, or if you're excited to start streaming or get the DVD August 16th, there will be a character in this movie that I think absolutely everyone can relate to. Whether you're, a mother that is struggling with a relationship with her child, or you're having an estrangement with your marriage, maybe perhaps is on the rocks. Maybe you're a professional, and you're really kind of finding it hard to balance work and family. That's really hard. And I think especially for men, it seems you feel like maybe you're the breadwinner and you have to work and be a provider. And a lot of times that's a lot of pressure put on men and women, but to be out there and work, but sometimes we forget what's really valuable in life. And, family is so important. And I just think that there's going to be something in here in this movie that speaks to absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
It's just such a sweet film, and you can watch it with any member of the family. It's that type, and you'll be able to take away something as well. Of course, it's faith-based, and it's a Christian movie, and it's a beautiful story. And I've seen it now 4 times. I read the script a whole bunch, but every time I see it, the first time I watched to make sure that my performance was okay, was on. And then the next time I could sit back and watch the movie. And then the third time I was actually able to really listen to the dialogue, because there are some beautiful lines and beautiful stories in this film that I think you're just going to take away and love.
Tanya Christiansen with us. We are blessed to have her, and you're going to want to check out the movie The Mulligan. Pat Boone, Eric Close, as she mentioned, Tanya Christiansen. It's out on DVD on the 16th of August, and you can also stream it on starting the 16th. as well. And if you get a chance, also, if you haven't seen it, a lot of folks that watch us or listen have seen I Still Believe, but get the DVD. You can see her on there as well. Lifetime movie coming up. You said the Home Shopping Network. That's where you said in the fall and winter, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, HSN. I have a product on there. They're bear paw boots, really cute little boots, and I'm a guest host there. So I represent that line, and it really starts to kick up September. If you guys tune into that channel, you'll see me kind of weekly.
Awesome. And how can folks follow you? Social media? Are you on the Facebook? Where are you?
I love that. I am on the Facebook. I think Tanya Christiansen, Tanya Honeycutt Christiansen. My Honeycutt's my maiden name. I'm on Instagram, and that I'm on Twitter, but just to kind of get the scoop. I'm not very active on there.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Tanya, thank you so much. Bless you. We'd love to talk to you again. We look forward to seeing you in other projects. And again, check out The Mulligan. Tanya's on that in that cast, and what an amazing film. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Ezra Ortiz.
This is Faith Talk Live.